We recently went on holiday to Margaret River in Western Australia, famous for its incredible vineyards and breweries. Now, I know what you must be thinking. What is a non-drinker doing, or even thinking, going on holiday to a wine region? Well, just because I don't drink doesn't mean that I don't want to enjoy all of the beautiful scenery and enjoy all of the incredible food. With you having to drive pretty much everywhere in Margaret River, I figure all of these amazing places will have really great non-alcoholic alternatives. So keep watching to find out if that's the case. Not drinking in wine region. Last time we came to Margaret River, it was 4 years ago, and it was just before we locked down for COVID. It was the last holiday that we had before the world shut down. My son was 9 months old, and we spent a lot of time in the different wineries, doing lots of different wine tasting and in the breweries. We even hired a driver one day with some friends, and we hopped to as many wineries as we possibly could, doing as much tasting as we possibly could. Needless to say, there was definitely a few hangovers, but we had a great trip. What made me want to come back as a non-drinker were two things. The first, the incredible scenery. It's just so beautiful and so chilled. And the second was the food. Here are my top 5 places to eat and drink alcohol-free in Margaret River. Just bear in mind that we had our kids with us. They are aged 2 and 4. So all of these places that I'm going to recommend are super child-friendly as well. First up, Swings and Roundabouts in Yallingup has the best pizza, the most incredible beer garden, and probably the best playground out of all of them for the kids. They just loved it there. Bay Brewery. Another day, another brewery. This is what we come down here for, Margaret River. Look at the beautiful view. It's very, very, very warm. Really dry at the moment, which is really nice. Amazing kids playgrounds. Great food. Today, I'm drinking Hiatus Beer's Pacific Ale. This is amazing, really, really, really tasty. It's really surprising because everyone drives. So everyone drives to these breweries, to these amazing vineyards, and yet there is a really limited amount of kind of non-alcoholic options. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm just not really sure if the region has caught up with demand yet or what, but anyway, still beautiful. I've still got a great option, and I still get to enjoy being in these beautiful settings, being in these kind of wineries, vineyards, and being at these breweries, and still get to have the same experiences that I did when I was drinking. Yeah, just without the alcohol. Cheers. Second drink of the day at Bay Brewing is Margaret River Triple G ginger beer. Oh my god, so good. There is a lot of alcoholic ginger beer down here, and I love a ginger beer, just without the alcohol, obviously. And this one is so good. It is not too sweet, nice and spicy, absolutely delicious. I am loving it. Cheers. Glenarty Road Farm. Glenarty Road Farm was an absolute find. It's a bit further south of Margaret River town, and it's really hidden away. It's this gorgeous old farmhouse in the middle of a working farm. They have a handful of tables, no menus. You just get whatever they're cooking that day, and everything has been reared or grown on the farm. It's incredibly fresh, it's inventive, and the food was just stunning. Seriously, you know, we are foodies, and my husband is just the most amazing cook, but this food was phenomenal, and the kids just loved playing in the kind of rustic gardens and on this like amazing old rusty tractor. My husband did the wine pairing, and we just hung out there for hours. I honestly cannot recommend it enough. CBCO Brewery. I'm here today at CBCO Brewing, and they are a brewery, and they are the first brewery that I've come across while we've been here that actually has a de-alcoholized version of their beers. So really happy to be drinking. Most breweries do have a non-alcoholic option, but it's not necessarily something that they're brewing on site. So if anyone from the wineries or breweries in Margaret River is watching, please create some non-alcoholic alternatives, de-alcoholized versions of the beautiful wines and beers that you're creating. For those people that are choosing not to drink, whether it's for kind of whatever reason, health benefits, or they're a designated driver, or they just don't want to drink anymore. I know know that myself included would love to still enjoy your products just without the alcohol. Hooked fish and chips. We got some alcohol-free beers from the shop and then headed down to Hooked Fish and Chip Van. This is amazing. I remember it from our last trip and it was one of our favorites back then. They do your classic fish and chips, but they also do things like fish tacos, which I'm a big fan of. We grabbed takeaway and then headed to the beach, sat on the beach, eating dinner, watching the sunset and just playing with the kids. Honestly, absolute highlight of the holiday. Food's great and just really chilled. Loved it. Bonus. I've got a bonus one because I can't not tell you about Simmos. So Simmos Ice Cream is this amazing ice cream shop. They have got over 100 different flavors. They have great gardens and a really beautiful playground, and we can just sit there and eat ice cream on the grass and the kids can play, and it's just so good. So tasty, can't recommend it enough. If you're heading down to Margaret River, definitely go to Simmos. And if you're not drinking the booze, then you can eat all the ice cream you want. Final thoughts. Overall, as I mentioned in some of the other videos, I was a little disappointed with the lack of alcohol-free beers and wines and spirits available. I might have expected a little bit too much from the vineyards and the breweries, but I thought that they might be offering an alcohol-free or a de-alcoholized version of their own product. Now I know that equipment is quite expensive and maybe kind of they just haven't caught up or don't see a demand yet. I did think with the fact that you have to drive to most places that they would be offering more. Most places had an alcohol-free beer, which is fine, but yeah, I was a little bit disappointed and I'm really hoping they catch up soon. That being said, most places did offer great soft drinks. I drank a lot of kombucha and ginger beer. I think that, coupled with the amazing scenery, the brilliant food, still make this just one of the best family holidays in the region. We loved it so much. If you like this video and would like to see more content around alcohol-free holidays, then comment below and hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.